Hello everyone, my name is Princey Christian and today we are going to learn a new chapter in English grammar. The name of our chapter is sentences. We are going to learn different things about the sentences. Okay, so let's begin. First of all, what are sentences? What do you mean by a sentence? According to the definition here, it is a sentence is a group of words assembled in a proper order that makes complete sense. So by that we get to know that what are sentences? Sentences are group of words that makes complete sense. This is the definition you have been studying since your first day when you learnt grammar, right? But I added a little thing, assembled in a proper order. It is very important for those group of words to be assembled in a proper order to form a sentence. If those group of words are not assembled in proper order, they will not form a sentence cause they will not make any sense. If they are not assembled in proper order, they won't make any sense. And if they are not making any sense, that means they cannot form a sentence. What a sentence is? A group of words assembled in a proper order that makes complete sense. What are sentences? Again we'll say a group of words assembled in a proper order that makes complete sense is known as a sentence. Now look here at the example. We drink coffee every morning. Now I have described it here. Here we is the subject, drink is the verb, coffee is the object, and every morning is an extra statement. Now you see a sentence contains different types. We said that a sentence is a group of words and those words are different things. One is a subject, one is a verb, one is an object, another we have an extra statement. Without these, a sentence cannot be formed. We require a subject, verb, object, everything, and that too be assembled in a proper order. Okay, what if we have a verb, a subject, object, but they are not assembled in a proper order? There is no meaning of it, because it will make no sense, and if it makes no sense, that means it is not a sentence. To form a sentence, we will require the subject, the verb, the object, and the other extra statement, extra words to be assembled in a proper order. If I translate this sentence, we drink coffee every morning, that will be mean कि हम रोज सुबह कॉफ़ी पीते हैं. You got the meaning? You understand what the statement is trying to tell you, right? So this is a sentence. How do we know this is a sentence? It has a subject, verb, object, and the extra words assembled in a proper order. If we have a group of words assembled in a proper order, it will form a sentence. Now look at the example number 2. We went to a movie in the afternoon. Now if I separate the words, we will be my subject, went will be my verb, to a movie will be the object, in the afternoon will be the extra statement. We went to a movie in the afternoon. हम afternoon में movie देखने गए. We can understand the concept, the meaning, the sense about this statement, right? So it has a meaning, it has a sense, so it is a sentence. It has all the group of words assembled in a proper order. The subject is at a proper place, the verb is at a proper place, the object, the extra statement, every word is at its proper place. It is assembled in a proper order. So this is a sentence. Look at number 3. I love playing cricket. Here I is the subject, playing is the verb, and cricket is the object. Here it is said that I love playing cricket. मुझे cricket खेलना बहुत पसंद है. This is also a sentence. Here also the group of words is assembled in a proper order to make sense. So this is also a sentence. Look at the last example. Pankaj lives near my house. Pankaj is the subject. Lives is the verb. And near my house is our extra statement and our object. Here we stated that Pankaj is the subject, who lives, that is the verb, near my house, that is the object and the extra statement. Again, when you read this group of words, you understand its meaning. It is making a sense, right? So it is also a sentence. Now look again, beta, we read all the sentences, all the group of words. What is the common thing between them? That all of them are assembled in a proper manner and they have a meaning. They make sense. These are the group of words assembled in a proper order and they make sense. So all of these are considered as sentences. Now moving forward, we have some notes, something that you should keep in mind about sentences or how to identify a sentence. So let's see. A sentence always begins with a capital letter. A sentence will always begin with a capital letter. A sentence usually ends with a full stop. A sentence will begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop, but it is not necessary that it will always end with a full stop. It may also end with either a question mark or an exclamation mark. It will sometimes end with a question mark or sometimes it will end with an exclamation mark. Okay, it is not necessary that it will be ending with a full stop only. Why? Because the ending punctuation of a sentence depends upon the kind of sentence. It always depends what kind of sentence it is. On the kind of sentence, it will be stated that the sentence will be ended with a full stop, a question mark or an exclamation mark. We are going to learn about the kinds of sentence further in this chapter, but for now just remember one thing, that if it is an imperative sentence or an assertive sentence, it will end with a full stop. If it is a question, an interrogative sentence, if the statement is asking a question, then it will end with a question mark. And if it is an exclamatory sentence, what are exclamatory sentences of sudden feeling, sudden expression, right? If it is a sentence of if it is an exclamatory sentence, then it will end with an exclamation mark. So the ending punctuation of the sentence depends upon the kind of sentence. And one thing also remember, that the sentence always has a verb in it. Always the sentence cannot be formed without a verb. Without a verb, the sentence will not have any meaning, and so a verb is very important to be if we want to form a sentence. Again, what did we learn here? First of all, about the definition of sentence. A sentence is a group of words assembled in a proper order that makes complete sense. Then we learned that a group of words are subject, object, verb, etc. All of these together assembled in a proper order form a sentence. Then we learned different examples, and a sentence always begins with a capital letter and usually it ends with a full stop, but it is not necessary that it will always end with a full stop. Sometimes it may end with a question mark or also an exclamation mark. What does it depend on? It depends upon the kind of sentence. If it is assertive or imperative, it will end with a full stop. If it is interrogative, it will end with a question mark. And if it is exclamatory sentence, it will end with a exclamation mark. It always depends upon the kind of sentence. And also remember that a sentence always has a verb in it. It requires a verb to form a sentence. We require a verb. Without a verb, a sentence cannot be formed. It will not make any sense if there is no verb in the sentence. Now this topic is not in your textbook, but I want you to be aware about it. So this is the topic known as jumbled words. Now what are jumbled words? For that you have to read this group of words. Okay. First one, dog catches stick, the walked, the said, the on turned, the mom. Now I kind of didn't understand what this group of words are trying to say. Did you? I don't think you might have, because you see here all the words are jumbled. They are not assembled in a proper manner, right? For forming a sentence, we require the group of words to be assembled in a proper manner, in a proper order. If they are assembled in a proper order, they will make sense, and if they make complete sense, they form a sentence. But here, the group of words are not assembled properly, so it does not make any sense. So it is not a sentence. Let us read further. As we can see, the above given words aren't assembled properly, and so it doesn't make any sense. Like I said, all the four examples we read are the group of words which aren't assembled properly. They are not in a proper order, they are not in a proper manner, and that's why they don't make any sense. It is quite difficult to understand their meaning, and so it is quite difficult to understand its meaning. If it doesn't make sense, then we can't understand the meaning of it. Also, none of them begin with a capital letter, and none of them is beginning with a capital letter. They end with a full stop, but they do not begin with a capital letter. To form a sentence always begins with a capital letter, but it does not begin with a capital letter. This shows that these are not sentences. All these points tell us that all this group of words, they are not sentences. So what are they? These kind of group of words is known as jumbled words. इस तरह के जो words होते हैं बेटा, they are known as jumbled words. Why jumbled words? Because what is the meaning of jumble? Jumble means एकदम mix हो जाना. Okay, so words are jumbled. इधर उधर करके mix कर देना, उसे jumble करना कहते हैं. All these words are mixed, they are jumbled, okay, in such a manner that we cannot understand the meaning, okay. The group of words is not making any sense, they are jumbled in a manner. So these are known as jumbled words. What is the definition of jumbled words? Group of words that does not make any sense is called jumbled words. You have already seen in the group of words, there was a subject was somewhere, the verb was somewhere, the object was somewhere. It was not in a proper order, and that's why it did not make any sense. And if it doesn't make any sense, it is not a sentence. Then what is it? It is a jumbled word. Did you get the concept of the jumbled words? Now we can learn the difference between a jumbled words and sentences. What are sentences? Group of words assembled in a proper order that makes complete sense are known as sentences. Again, what are sentences? Group of words assembled in a proper order that makes complete sense are known as sentences. And what are jumbled words? Group of words that do not make any sense is called jumbled words. What are jumbled words? Group of words that does not make any sense is called jumbled words. Now if you can see, we can convert these jumbled words into statement by arranging them properly. For example, if I take number 1, dog catches stick, the. Okay, now if I assemble the words in a proper order, I can form a sentence. Look here. So it will become the dog catches the stick. See how the jumbled words were assembled in a proper order and made into a sentence. Dog catches stick, the. It was a jumbled words. And The dog catches the stick. It makes sense. The subject, verb, object all are at perfect places. They are all in a perfect order and it makes complete sense. So this is a sentence. Look at the next one. Cat to park the walked the. So how will I assemble it to form a sentence? I will write the cat walked to the park. The cat walked to the park. Cat to park the walked the. This is jumbled words. Which is the sentence? The cat walked to the park. See third one. A student chair sat the on. Does it make any sense? No, it is a jumbled words. Now how will we form it into a sentence? The student sat on a chair. Now it has been assembled. The words have been assembled in a proper order. So now it makes a sentence, a statement. The student sat on a chair. Number 4. Lamp on turned the mom. So to convert this into a sentence, how are we going to assemble the words? Mom turned on the lamp. Lamp on turned the mom. Jumbled words. Mom turned on the lamp. Statement, sentence. Again we will read. Dog catches stick the. Jumbled words. The dog catches the stick. Sentence. Number 2. Cat to park the walked the. Jumbled words. The cat walked to the park. Sentence. Number 3. A student chair sat the on. The student sat on a chair. Sentence. Number 4. Lamp on turned the mom. Jumbled words. Mom turned on the lamp. This is a sentence. I hope you got the concept what are sentence and what are jumbled words. Now the reason why I took jumbled words topic is that the next topic we are going to learn is phrases that we will be learning in the next lecture. To understand phrases, you need to understand the concept of sentence and jumbled words very carefully and very properly, so that you know the difference between a sentence and jumbled words. If you know the difference between the sentence and jumbled words, then and only then will you be able to learn what are phrases. For the last time, what is a sentence? A group of words assembled in a proper order that makes complete sense is a sentence. And what are jumbled words? Group of words that does not make any sense is called jumbled words. That's all in today's video. Watch an exercise where you have to convert the jumbled words into sentences. So your today's homework is to solve that PDF into your English grammar notebook. Till then, see you in the next video. Bye bye.